I did not expect it to smell like this. This is the brand new Narciso Rodriguez for Him Vetiver Musc. I blind bought it and this is my review of it. So I know what I like, what I dislike, and I get most of my blind buys right. But there are some things that have a higher chance of being a miss for me. Vetiver is one of them. Plenty of my favorite fragrances have a bit of vetiver in them, so it's not like I'm allergic to vetiver. But there's quite a wide range of how vetiver in fragrance can smell like. And I'm more into the sort of a woody and sometimes smoky kind, and less into the sort of a super intense green kind, which usually is not my thing. So I really took a chance when I blind bought Vetiver Musc. But the main thing that got me hoping is that Vetiver Musc would be something cool is this thing right here. This is Narciso Rodriguez for Him Bleu Noir Parfum. If they do good stuff like this, hopefully Vetiver Musc is something cool as well. Let's check it out. Before I begin, if you love smelling good, then you gotta make sure to hit that subscribe and that notification bell. I basically upload every single day and you will smell good for sure. And please do drop a like on this video, it really helps me out. Some of the notes in Narciso Rodriguez for Him Vetiver Musc are cypress, green cardamom, nutmeg, bourbon geranium, frankincense, lavender, musk, red algae, cedarwood, patchouli and vetiver. So what does Vetiver Musc smell like? So when I first sprayed it on, every sort of a fear I had that this would be a miss went away. There's that cardamom and nutmeg at the top for a wicked dose of a rich but smooth kind of spiciness, and there's quite a prominent dose of aromatic shine and brightness. So it's spicy, warm and aromatic, and there's something woody and slightly green to the opening as well. Now the opening feels a bit unique to me, but I have not smelled every fragrance out there. But if I compare Vetiver Musc to what I have in my collection, it definitely has a unique touch while still being a bit familiar. As it heads into the mix, that spicy, aromatic and woody mix is joined by a soft touch of florals. I wore this to a dinner party and someone told me he could not feel anything floral at all. And someone else told me she felt there was something sort of a soapy to it. So yeah, maybe it's just me picking up on its sort of a floral side, or maybe there's something else in Vetiver Musc that to me comes off as something floral. It's like a soft floral touch with a bit of sweetness. I really like the combo of that sort of a floral aspect and the rest of the composition, the contrast it brings, and how it sort of floats above everything. At this point, the whole thing is quite spicy and aromatic with a dry but slightly warm woodiness and this soft touch of florals over it all, and I like it. I think it's that soft floral touch of it that reminds me of something else. Something I have reminds me a little bit of this, but definitely not as spicy and aromatic intense as this. I also feel it's the soft florals that gives Vetiver Musc a big part of its personality. Take that aspect away and this would be a nice but a much more familiar blend of spiciness, aromatics and woodiness. As it dries down, its woodiness grows stronger together with quite a prominent dose of musk, and everything has this soft hint of aromatic freshness around it. There's a rich but soft kind of spiciness, and that floral touch is still lingering around. The full dry down is also where that vetiver is finally coming through, and to me it's not of the green kind but more of the woody and slightly earthy kind. So what Vetiver Musc essentially is rich, spicy, aromatic, sort of a sweet, slightly warm, musky, and everything with a touch of floral swirling in and out. This is almost like they took out the leather and powderness of Bleu Noir Parfum and replaced it with a more intense and nuanced aromatic dose and that floral touch. Again, bits and pieces of this feels familiar, and to someone else this might be very similar to something else in their collection, but to me it does have a bit of uniqueness to it. It's nothing revolutionary, but I do feel there's a unique twist to it. If I compare Vetiver Musc to most releases this year and last year that I either bought or put my nose to, I do feel it's quite different. So how do I feel when I wear Vetiver Musc? Not sure of the exact vibe, at least right now. This, however, is not something super sexy. More something that is sort of a classy, elegant and classic. So what about compliments and reactions from others? I believe Vetiver Musc is a fragrance that will get curious reactions if you spray it properly, and that most people will say smells nice. But I don't think this will be competing with the more sort of a sweet compliment getters out there. This is a you smell nice kind of scent, but it's you smell nice in a slightly different way compared to a lot of other fragrances. So what about the performance? So from my wearing experience, it's not strong with an average kind of projection, and it lasts about 6 to 8 hours on my skin. I keep getting whiffs of it after a few hours of spraying it on, but I don't think it's a strong scent. I suggest spraying more than 8 sprays with Vetiver Musc for a slightly bigger scent cloud and something that lasts a bit longer. And I do recommend bringing an atomizer to top it up when being out and about. I don't think you should expect a super strong scent cloud though, even with 8 sprays. So when should you use Vetiver Musc? Vetiver Musc is a fragrance that's mostly focused on woodiness and musk, with that floral touch and everything being spicy and aromatic. It's not too much in any way, and it's not a super warm, super sweet, or an overly intense kind of scent. So I do feel it can be worn throughout the year. And while it does not have a why so why kind of mass appeal to it, it's still quite likable, which makes it suitable for pretty much any occasion. Vetiver Musc won't be my new go-to for going on dates. This will not replace my favorites for that. But this is actually something I would enjoy wearing at least once in a while for sort of romantic occasions, just as a change to what I usually wear for that. I will most likely use this as an everyday kind of fragrance when I want something that's quite likable, but that's also a bit different compared to my other sort of everyday kind of fragrances. So who's this fragrance for? If you enjoy the spiciness and musk from Blanc Noir Parfum and think you would enjoy that with a big dose of woodiness, quite a prominent aromatic side, and something that at least to me is a touch of florals, then this might be something for you. If you usually don't enjoy musky and woody scents, and if you are very sensitive to anything sort of a floral, then it's probably best to stay away. If you are looking for something that is very fresh and green, then this, at least to me, is not that. With that said, I do recommend trying before buying, mostly because I think this to some might not be unique enough. To me, it does have a unique touch to it, but to someone else, this might smell a bit too similar to something they already have. So what are some of the alternatives to Vetiver Musc? I don't think I have anything that's exactly like this. But if you love woody and aromatic scents with Vetiver, then I can recommend Ralph Lauren Wraps Club. This is basically a big dose of lavender, clary sage, cedar and vetiver. Not the same, different kind of aromatic intensity, no floral touch, no musk, and with a more clean kind of woodiness. For something that's more herbal and green and a bit less woody, there's Davidoff Cool Water Reborn. They are definitely not the same, and Davidoff Cool Water Reborn is definitely not for everyone. But this is an alternative that goes in a different direction. If you absolutely love vetiver, then one of my own favorites that's more sort of on the fresh and green side is Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. These two are not similar, but it's a more green and fresh vetiver focused fragrance I actually think smells amazing. For a very cool mix of vetiver and vanilla, there's a Jo Malone Vetiver and Golden Vanilla. It's a great mix of vanilla, a woody, smoky and slightly earthy vetiver, and quite a prominent dose of cardamom. Once again, this is not the same as Vetiver Musc, but it's vetiver, and vetiver done in a different and to me fantastic way. These are not the same, they are different, but they are alternatives. Pros and cons. Pros first. Pros, it smells good. Pros, I do feel it has a bit of uniqueness to it. Cons, the performance, this is not a strong scent. So how am I going to rate Narciso Rodriguez Vetiver Musc? I think for him, Vetiver Musc is a good fragrance. It's definitely a well-made fragrance. I think the performance could have been a bit better though. I definitely like it, but I don't love it. There's something quite cool about it, and you might not agree with me on this, but I also feel there's a bit of uniqueness to it. I think it smells different compared to a lot of the other fragrances I bought lately. I'm going to give Narciso Rodriguez for him Vetiver Musc a 7, something around that. Right now, I'm not sure what would have made me rate this higher. Performance, yes. Scent-wise, I don't know. Adding a bit of sweetness would probably have made it smell better in a way, but also change its personality in such a way that it would be so different. I don't think I would have wanted it to be more green or anything, but maybe with an added dose of leather or something just to give it more of an edge. That would in a way limit its current versatility though. But I think it would be cool to see a twist of this in the future, where they take Vetiver Musc and push it into a distinct direction, like leather or tobacco. And with that, turn it into something that will really stand out. I would love to know how you feel about Narciso Rodriguez for Him Vetiver Musc and how you would rate this from 1 to 10, so make sure you comment. Like this video, I really appreciate. Make sure you hit that subscribe and that notification bell, and make sure you check out the videos over there, and I'll see you in the next one.